Peace of Christ to all of you. In this video I will react or comment on video of this lady. Her name Liz Edwards. She's making a video. She did make a video. Did Muhammad predict the inventions of cars? So we're gonna see from where she got this prediction of Muhammad about the invention of cars, from where she got that, and if that is correct or not. We will see. Just to see how they play with the minds of people, how they lie to them, people in the West, and to Muslims also. So we see their games.
It's your girl Liz, back with another reaction video. So we're going to the Daily Reminder channel, and this one is, did Muhammad, peace be upon him, predict the invention of cars? Now let's get into it.
So she is taken from another channel, it's a dawah channel, and we will see what this guy is saying about this topic.
The Rasul says, these two categories of the people of hell I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen them yet. They haven't appeared. One category refers to those that walk around with whips hitting people, and the other is with regards to women. Nisa'un kasiyatun ariyat, women who are covered yet uncovered.
So he's taken from this hadith. It's Sahih hadith. What is it? He reported God's messenger as saying, there are two classes of those who will go to hell, whom I have not seen. People with whips like oxtails, with which they strike people, and women with such clothing as to be virtually naked. So here is gonna say that Muhammad is talking about the people, two categories of people in hell. He didn't see them in his time. I mean, in his time he didn't see them, but they will be in hell. So he didn't see people whips like oxtails, with which they strike people. We know that people used oxtails before the time of Muhammad. سياط كأذناب البقر، سياط كأذناب بالبقر. Whips like oxtails, like the tails of the cows. Al-Baqar is cows. And we know people used that before Muhammad. They were using it in Rome and in other civilizations. But Muhammad didn't know that because, Muhammad didn't have knowledge and didn't go to and look at other civilization and see that people used whips to torture or to torture people or beat people with them or beat animals to guide them. Didn't have. And he was talking about Nisa'un kasiyatun ariyat, and women with such clothing as to be virtuous. Let's hear this guy what he's saying.
You know, if you did the tafsir of this a few decades ago, you would come up with other things. But you look at fashion today, Subhan al-Khaliq, clothed but unclothed. You know when this, clothed but unclothed. Sheikh Zahir Mahmood just said, that you seem to be paying for nothing. You know, the less it is, the more you pay to buy. Normally you pay for the material. Now the less the material they sell you, the more you want to pay for it. That tells you where the human mind has reached. So they walk, and it leaves very little to the imagination. Yet they're happy that they're clothed. You know, some of the swimwear, if you look at, or some of the gym wear, if you look at, like who are you? It's not clothing. Kasiyatun ariyat, clothed but naked. Or if you look a more moderate tafsir, if you like, clothing will be very tight, or it will be see-through, or there will be cuts and slits around the sides and so on and so forth, so that although it pretends it doesn't show, it shows. And the Prophet said, alayhi afdalu salatu wa atammu taslim, that they will not smell the fragrance of Jannah, although it could be smelled a distance of kada wa kada. Although the smell of Jannah can come from so far, yet these people will be made forbidden for them is that smell, that fragrance of Jannah. And you might think this will not befall us, our nation, as in the Prophet's nation. So the Prophet ﷺ in a hadith, the sanad of which is sahih, and it is in the musnad of Imam Ahmad, in the mustadrak of Hakim, and the Prophet ﷺ says, towards the end of time, men from my nation will come, from the Muslims, who will be on conveyances, on rides, mounts, which resemble I don't know if you've seen it, on the camels in the olden days, they used to have like a little hawda, like a little room they used to put for women to ride in. Like a circular dome-ish type thing, so that she's protected from around the sides and no one can see her and she can sit comfortably. So the Prophet said it resembles that. It resembles an enclosed space. And then the next word of the hadith, it uses the word to depict the comforts of home. So it will be enclosed like the hawda, and it would have the comforts of home. A bit like your cars or limousines. There's drinks there, there's comfortable seating, there you can lie down, you can rest. Normally on a horse you couldn't. If you look at the caravans, you can go to the toilet. So, but I'm not concluding, because tomorrow something else might come and it might be a better reflection of the word of the Rasul. So he says they will drive or use this kind of transportation, and they will come to the masajid, to the doors of the masajid.
Well, let's see how this guy is lying. You heard what he was saying, that Muhammad was like talking about that there will be in the future things like cars and comforts, and we look to this hadith. This is he was saying that is in Mustadrak al-Hakim, Sorry, I couldn't find the English translation for this. It's Archive Multaqa Ahl al-Hadith. It's Archive Multaqa Ahl al-Hadith, the archive of the meeting of the people of Hadith. And this is the Hadith. Someone was asking how this Hadith is accurate. And here he said, عن ثم قال ثم سيكون في آخر هذه الأمة رجال يركبون على المياسر حتى يأتوا أبواب مساجدهم. So Muhammad is saying here, in the last days, في آخر هذه الأمة, in the last days, from this nation, which means Muslims, from the nations, there will be men riding على المياثر. المياثر is like the saddle, the saddles that you know, it's in the top of the horse or something. There is nothing about the camels here, and but I will go to this from another hadith. And here is Muhammad is saying رجال يركبون على المياتر. So there is a man, they are riding, you know, above the saddle. That's normal. There is no something. What is Muhammad is pretty, like he was saying, يأتوا أبواب مساجد نساء عاريات. So in the doors of the mosque there will be women coming. They are clothing, but they are naked. And Muhammad said there, العنوهن فإنهن ملعونات. So curse them because they are cursed. But in here it says this hadith is Daif. قد ضعفه بعض أهل العلم. Some of the people of the science, hadith science or Muslim science, they say it is a Daif hadith. And there is here the hadith. It's the same hadith, and it say here he wants this hadith لا يصح وهناك خلاف حوله. So this hadith cannot be correct, and there is some different opinion about it. And here in the end it says فالحديث ضعيف لضعف عبد الله بن عياش. So the hadith ضعيف because of Abdullah ibn Ayyash. ولم يصب من حسن. So there is not, it's not Hasan, but it's ضعيف because of this guy Abdullah ibn Ayyash. And if we look at the hadith, it say here, where is it? Here, Abdullah ibn Ayyash Qitani. So this guy who said this hadith, one of the people that said this hadith, here Abdullah ibn Ayyash, this guy, because an, you know the hadith in Islam, and from someone. When it comes to this guy, he's Daif. So what this guy is saying, it's not correct. Muhammad couldn't prevent. There is nothing Muhammad prevent about the cars. He's talking about men riding in horses. But this guy who didn't tell them, it was the first one that said that Muhammad prevent the cars, predict the inventions of cars. It was Al-Albani, Sheikh Al-Albani, who said that from this hadith. This hadith in Sunan Abi Dawud Jihad, and this is also a Daif hadith. And it's Abu Hurairah reported the Apostle of Allah as saying, there are camels which belong to devils, and there are houses which belong to the devil. As for the camels of the devil, I have seen them. One of you goes out with his side camel, which has fattened, neither riding any of them nor giving a lift to a tired brother when he meets. As regards the houses of the devils, I have not seen them. The narrator says, I think they are those cages, camel litters, which conceal people with brocade. So this is also a Daif hadith, and here Muhammad is talking that there will be camel for the devils, belong to the devils. And also it's talking about the houses of the devils. So he's talking about it, talking here about devils having camels and having houses. And he said the houses of the devil, he didn't see them. So here Muhammad is talking about the devils. It's not people. Only if you see people as devils. I don't know. And also the hadith is Daif. So you see Muslims, they always, when you give them hadith, they say, oh, this is Daif, no, this is Daif. But you see them, they are using Daif hadith to fool people. And even this hadith, they interrupt the way they want, but they don't see the meaning of them. And they lie to people telling, oh, Muhammad predicts things in the future, so, oh, he is a prophet. Why? He didn't predict anything. Muhammad knows camels, he knows the horses, the saddle of horses. This is what he was talking about. It's clear, and I will put in description the source, and you can check them and read them by yourself to see how these guys are lying to people. And so also, as you see in the video, was talking about women clothing, and you know, Muhammad predict that women, they will be like clothing, but they are naked in the same time. It's like when they wear short clothes. And but if we look to this surah Al-Ahzab, surah 33 and verse 33, the same chapter, surah 33 and verse 33, what she say? وقرنا في بيوتكن ولا تبرجن تبرج الجاهلية الأولى, and abide in your houses and don't display yourselves the display of the former times of ignorance. So it's talking about the Jahiliyyah, there's the ignorance before, you know, the time before Islam. It was Muslims, the scholars, Muhammad talk about it many times, that people, they were even walking around the Kaaba. They were walking around the Kaaba naked. People, this women, they were naked. And also, it's scholars, they tell you that before Islam, the Arabs, they were wearing women's, like they were clothing and naked. So if it is happen before Muhammad, it can happen after Muhammad and in other places also. So this is not a prediction. Muhammad just guessing that people will back to what they were doing. They were clothing naked, and you see the guy, he was, you know, criticizing the advertisement. People, women in the West, they wear, you know, shirts and naked and swimming clothing like bikinis. But when you criticize Islam, they told you you are Islamophobic. But he can criticize the Western, the way how the Western people are living, and they give this right to themselves. But when others criticize Islam, and as I did here, is I bring you the hadith and the Quran to show you that these guys, they are lying. They are lying to Muslims, and Muslims, you know, this is their mentality. They are listening. They have the culture of listening. They don't have the culture go and search and examine things like this lady. is Liz Edward. Look, like she's talking like the guy is telling the perfect truth. She didn't go and checked what he was saying. If it is true or not. Oh, you know, Muhammad predict the invention of cars. It's mind-blowing prophecy. Where is Muhammad predict that? Where? There is nothing. Muhammad didn't know. Muhammad knows camels, knows the horses. That's all he knows. And that's what he was talking about. Let's see what she said.
TDR Conference 20.
Where is that in the end? How she talk about this?
It's just a small excerpt from, of course, a longer video or a longer talk. And I think I remember this one, and I may have done a video on the part, especially the part about the women who are clothed but not clothed.
And just remember something, even during the Islam, the awra of a woman, a slave woman, is from her like stomach to the leg. So a slave woman, she can show her breast naked. She can walk with the breast naked. It's no problem because she is a slave. You can look at her breast. It's no problem. She can go and walk with her breast naked. That is okay because she is slave. You know, it's no problem. And she's talking about you know, criticizing people in the West that they are naked, they are like having shirts and they show their body. But her also, she's not practicing Islam the right way. She's not covering her hair.
The ones who are, I guess, covered but not covered. But it's just amazing that, like, so far back, that the Prophet was able to explain the way, you know, if he was really predicting the invention of cars and, you know, predict.
At least you see if he is really predicting. So Muslims, they know, that's, you know, just let's play this game with people. People in the West, they don't know about Islam. They don't know what Islam is, what Islam is teaching. So let's play with this guy. Tell them that we took this hadith, even it's Daif, it's no problem, and show that that's Muhammad, and you know, interrupt it in weird way, and show them that that's Muhammad predict the invention of cars. So he is a prophet. You know, you should become a Muslim, and Allahu Akbar. And this is how they play games with people. This is how they make dawah, by lying to the others. Because without lies, Islam dies. And God bless you. I hope you learned something from this video. Please, if you like it, share it with others. And subscribe to the channel so you can have a new video, because next video I will talk about this lady also, talking about Muhammad predict the ending of the writing. So we'll talk about it. God bless you.